What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know about the new artifact mod called Expanding Abyss. This mod is in the final column, and it reads, Void sources deal increased damage to weakened targets. So by the wording, I figured void sources would mean any source of void damage, and to my delight, that is the case. So let's start with our weapons, and for my testing, I just used a palindrome. At base, it hits for 3176 to the body and 4950 to the head. I'm on Hunter so that we can use our smoke bomb to apply weaken, and when I do this, we hit for 3652 and 5693. And as we would expect, this is a 15% debuff. But when we throw on Expanding Abyss, we then hit for 3970 and 6188 damage. This is a whopping 25% damage increase to our void weapon. Absolutely massive. So my next question was, does this work with Tractor Cannon? Now, normally Tractor is a 30% debuff, and when we apply that, we hit for 4128 and 6435, and this, as expected, is a 30% debuff. Then we do the same test when we have the artifact mod equipped, and we hit for 4289 and 6686. This is a 35% debuff, so an extra 5%. My next query was, does it also work with Tether? So I tether Carl and hit for the same damage numbers as with Tractor Cannon, and then I equip the artifact mod, and once again, we can see it works. We once again get a 35% debuff. So this works on the weaker 15% weaken and the higher 30% weakens. And it also works with Fellwinter's Helm, as you can see in the background gameplay. And I was even on an Arc subclass when I was testing it, so that's really awesome. So the final thing to do was test the supers. So I threw on Orpheus rigs with multi-shot tether, and you can see I deal more damage when I have the artifact mod equipped. It goes from about 69,000 damage to almost 72,000 damage. And the last thing to test was my grenade. It hits for 26,218 without the mod and 28,499 with the mod. So it does seem true that it works for all void sources, which is insanely strong for weapons like Falling Guillotine and Edge Transit. Edge Transit is almost guaranteed to be the day one meta because of this mod. It already slaps, and this mod just makes it deal even more damage. And it would be great on a primary like Collective Obligation as well, and builds like Briarbinds or Controverse Hold Warlock are going to be awesome. I've been waiting ages to make dedicated build videos on those exotics, so you bet your ass I will be doing them once GMs drop this season. Plus, Nova Bomb also got a buff this season, and if it works on Tether, then it will also work on your Nova Bomb super, so yeah, Nova Bomb's going to be hitting pretty hard. And for the day one, you better have this mod. It will be excellent for team damage. And speaking of that, another thing to note is you must have the artifact mod equipped to take advantage of it. My buddy TJ tethered Carl with the artifact mod on, and I did not get that extra damage buff until I equipped the mod myself. So just something to note. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and take care.